Ayurvedic meal is not about how much protein, carbs, fat, fiber you're having in your each meal, but is rather about the combination of Shad Rasa or 6 rasas in your plate. Most of us nowadays have some or the other sort of gut issues because primarily we are loosening out this education of how to do the ideal Ayurvedic plating. In Ayurveda, the ideal plating starts with the 6 rasas including sweet, salty, sour, pungent, bitter and astringent. If any of these tastes are missing from our life, automatically gut health issues as well as mental health issues start. So let's understand what are these 6 tastes, how are they going to influence our doshas, how do they influence our digestion, and also if there are any specific problems like inflammation, gut motility issues, problem with secretion of enzymes, bile secretion and multiple other health issues like gas, bloating, acidity. All these 6 tastes have very specific influence on these particular issues. So let's start in understanding why these 6 tastes are important. According to Charak Samhita, Rasa Sharira Dharana, that means taste makes the foundation of your body and its function. Its importance is so much in terms of health that these 6 tastes especially have been identified in Ayurveda to be the core of our digestion. Digestion, according to Ayurveda, does not begin in your gut but actually begins right when you taste a certain food. That means while you're swallowing or even while you're smelling, the taste process, the enzymatic process to digest that food has already begun. And that is why it is very important to understand that Rasa Agnim Vardhayati Vahantiva. That means taste can either weaken your digestion or make it more strengthened. For example, tastes like sweet, sour and salty are really good for supporting your elimination because of their unctuous nature. Whereas tastes like pungent, bitter, astringent are actually quite drying and help remove toxin from your body. But this was something that you guys did not know, right? So understand this better so that you can identify which taste is ideal for your particular health problem, and especially if you have inflammation, gut motility issues and digestive issues, it's quite important to understand why these tastes are included in an Ayurvedic meal plan. Let's start with the first taste, which is very sattvic in nature, that is the sweet or Madhur Ras. Now, sweet taste is the natural gut soother or the gut healer. This sweet taste is made up of the elements earth and water. It is heavy, unctuous, cooling and stable, and its virya or potency is cooling in nature. Because of this, it pacifies your Vata and Pitta dosha excellently but can aggravate Kapha dosha, that means increase your weight or cause more balya, that means strength, as well as bhrungan, that means nourishing to you. Now, where do these qualities come of use? If you have an inflamed mucosa, specifically sweet taste is very good for healing your mucosal lining. Anybody with IBS, ulcers, acidity, acid reflux needs to include the sweet ras in their diet. If you have a lot of dryness in your colon, in your intestine, and you're constantly constipated, adding this sweet taste in your diet can actually help reduce that dryness and spasms. Now, sweet taste does not mean refined sugar. Let's be very clear on that. Sweet taste actually means anything that includes rice, grains, wheat, some types of millets, as well as ghee, even direct sweet taste that comes from sugarcane or a natural form of molasses and not the chemical based sugars. Because automatically you know that extreme amount of this can increase weight, sluggishness. That is why it is a must that you do include this taste, but in a way that actually heals your system and is not causing more damage. Nuts like cashews, almonds or nuts that go by your prakriti are the best form of sweet taste because they're highly sattvic in nature. Now let's move on to the next taste, which is quite rajasic in nature, that is the sour or Amla taste. This taste is made up of 2 elements, earth and fire. Because of this, it is light, unctuous, very hot potency and is also quite sour even after digesting the food. Now, where does this taste exist? Number 1, lemon. anything that tastes sour, fermented drinks like buttermilk or even kombucha. On top of that, this taste exists in most citrus fruits, especially tastes like Amla or Indian gooseberry. Why is this taste so important that it was included as one of the main rasas in Ayurveda? There is a reason. Because this taste is the digestive fire igniter. Because of its hot potency, it is a great Agni Deepan. That means it stimulates your Agni, helps digestion. It is also a Rochan. That means improves your appetite and just the taste perception on your tongue. It is also great as a Vata Anuloman. That means the downward movement of your Vata so that the elimination is supported. And one benefit that most people don't know, it is also a Hridaya. That means helps support your heart function. Because of its hot and sour nature, it is not good for Pitta and Kapha individuals, but for Vata individuals who are quite dry in nature and have a lot of dryness in their system, this particular taste is great. Now, when should you have this taste and why should you have it? Whenever you feel like you don't have a good amount of Agni or a strong appetite, this taste actually helps in developing or helping digest the food that you're eating. If you have constant elimination issues, adding this taste also helps. When used in balance, this actually supports the Rajas Gun. That means supports alertness and stimulation. On the other hand, if you overdo it, it is going to cause more irritability, anger and irritation generally in your overall body. The next taste that one must include in their perfect Ayurvedic meal is Lavan or salty taste, which is considered a channel opener. Now, understanding its qualities, salty taste is made up of water and fire. It is heavy, unctuous, as well as has a little bit of heating potency to it. It is quite Rajasic in nature. That means it will help you stimulate your body, reduce lethargy, as well as at the same time, it has very specific qualities again to open up your channels in the body. Specifically, if you have blocked channels, not only in your arteries, but in general, any channel in your body is blocked, salt helps remove those out of the way because of its such sharp and heating consistency. Naturally, because of this, it is also great Deepan Pachan. That means helps improve your appetite, ignites your digestive fire and in general supports your metabolism. Salty taste also has one particular quality which is specific to it is Mrudukar. That means softens your tissues. Many a times for people with extreme constipation or chronic dry constipation, you will see that adding a little bit of salt to their diet actually helps their elimination because the dried colon is getting some sort of unctuousness from the salty taste. It is Vata Anuloman, that means it helps the downward movement of Vata to the body, but in excess, salt will only harm. It will cause more irritation, worry, anxiety if you do excess of it. Also, inflammation, water retention, and the movement and circulation in your body will be highly disrupted if you overdo this particular taste. Now, where does this salt taste exist? It actually exists in sea salt, black salt, some sea vegetables like weeds which come from the sea, and multiple other things that are associated with the salty taste. Now moving on to the fourth taste, which is pungent or Katu. This is the toxin breaker or the arm breaker as we call it in Ayurveda. This taste is made up of fire and air. That means it is light, dry, sharp and very, very hot in its potency. Because of this, of course, it helps stimulates digestion. It is Deepan Pachan on its own, but particularly it has two particular functions. Number one, clearing out the toxins and clearing out the channels, and number two, drying up the toxins. That means it actually helps remove the undigested waste sitting in different channels of your body, and that is why most medicines in Ayurveda definitely will have this particular taste included. But it does not mean that this taste cannot be included in your diet. Specifically in your diet, you will find it that black pepper, Katu, ginger, as well as pipali, all these sort of peppers must be included in your diet if you are supposed to remove toxins on a daily level. Because this taste inherently is also intensely Rajasic because of its overheating potency. That means, of course, it pacifies Vata and Kapha but aggravates Pitta. So anybody who has excess heat, acidity or inflammation in their system must take these spices quite carefully. Specifically, this particular taste helps with gas, bloating and heaviness, also helps remove or clear mucus from your system. So if you're a very lethargic person or feel heavy in general after eating meals, adding these particular spices with the pungent taste will only help you. But ensure that you don't overdo it, because overdoing it will cause more burning, insomnia, anxiety and some sort of a drying up of your system. Moving on to the next taste, which is not favorite of almost everyone that I know of, is the bitter taste or Tikta Ras in Ayurveda. Now Tikta Ras is made up of air and space. That means naturally it is light and dry. However, it is cooling in nature and its vipak, that means after digestion taste, is pungent. Because of these qualities, Tikta Ras is an excellent gut cleanser and a blood purifier. It pacifies Pitta and Kapha in your body and can aggravate or dry up Vata in your system. That means anybody who has severe constipation or very dry Vata type constipation should avoid bitter Ras. Now, where does bitter Ras exist? Neem, giloy, green leafy vegetables and any vegetables that are tasting quite bitter in nature are automatically having the bitter taste. The qualities of bitter taste are quite good for you actually if you include them the right way, knowing your constitution. Number one, it is great for taking away toxins from your body. It is great for your liver as well. On top of that, it is great for drying up excess mucus or excess or excess undigested waste sitting somewhere in your colon or intestine or any other channel that is blocking it. It does not only clear away toxins but actually digest them. That means Amapachan. It digests the toxins rather than only clearing them away. Some excellent qualities of the bitter taste are also antimicrobial or cremigna. That means it takes away worm infestations in your body, and medhogna, like I said, removing excess fat from your body. So how does this taste support our gut health? Number one, your gut-liver axis improves by incorporating this little taste in your diet. Number two, your leaky gut, skin health, pitta-related disorders or blood-related disorders are quite healed when somebody starts including the bitter Ras in their meals. This taste is also sattvic in nature. That means you will get more clarity and more lightness and purity in your body if you include this taste in your meal. On the other hand, if you overdo it, you will feel more dryness, weakness and emotional withdrawal. Moving on to the next taste, which is the astringent or the Kashaya Ras. Now this is the gut stabilizer. It is made up of earth and air. That means it is light and dry and cooling in nature. It pacifies Pitta and Kapha and can aggravate Vata. Now what are the qualities of an astringent taste? Number one, it is stamban. That means it stops excessive flow. So anybody who's suffering from diarrhea or have IBS related diarrhea can really benefit from astringent taste in their food. On top of that, this taste is very good for healing tissues and absorbing fluids, and that's why externally also you will notice whenever you have a bruise, you will put something like an astringent for the tissues to start healing themselves or start creating more protective layers around them, and that is exactly what the astringent taste does inside your gut lining. Included in the astringent taste are lentils like moong dal and all sorts of dals, banana, pomegranate rind and herbs like haritaki. Now, who can benefit from this astringent taste? Anybody who feels like their gastric mucosal lining or their tissues are unhealed, or they feel like they're very exposed whenever they eat hot food in their body, actually creates some sort of a burning sensation. Astringent foods might help cool or heal those tissues internally. However, you have to ensure that these tastes are well balanced in each meal, and overdoing them will only cause more constipation and excessive dryness by aggravating Vata in your body. Now let's understand what is the correct sequence to start eating these different rasas in each meal. Number one, you have to start your meal with a sweet taste, not only because it is sattvic, but it actually helps with your gut lining and prepares your Agni in a gentle way. It grounds Vat, that means excess gas or any bloating that was actually happening because of excess hunger or skipping of meals, and it is the perfect taste to ground that Vata in case if it has increased. Number two, in the middle of your meal, you should start eating Amla and Lavan taste, which are the Rajasic taste, very sour and salty, and these tastes actually are great for giving you those digestive enzymes at the right time when you have started majority of your meal. The third in the sequence are the bitter, pungent and astringent taste, all of which are gut cleansers, detoxifiers and healers, which need to be included towards the end of your meal because they are quite drying in nature. Once the sweet taste and the salty and the Lavan taste, which are unctuous in nature, have already given a lining to your gut, adding these dry tastes can actually help clear the toxins while not affecting your gut. Correct sequence in an Ayurvedic meal is quite important as much as the taste themselves, and all your protein, carbs, fiber, fats are automatically included in these tastes. For example, if you were to take good bioavailable protein, lentils are a great source of that if they are cooked well. If you want to include sweet taste, which does not cause an insulin spike, millets, which are sweet in nature naturally, or nuts, which are sweet in nature and suit to your prakriti, are quite good to add in your meal. Adding towards the end is your micronutrients, which are the bitter greens, which are a must for every meal, as most people know. Then plating this entirely into one common meal, and every meal will really help heal your gut, detoxify, and at the same time nourish your body. That's why Ayurveda does not look superficially at protein, carbs, fiber and fats, because the source of all of these is actually the 6 days and not the macro level, but at a very micro and quantum level, these tastes make an impact to your mental gunas as well, like I mentioned. While incorporating these 6 rasas, we will not forget the main core Ayurvedic principles that eat according to your Agni, Prakriti, Vikriti, and identify where your body is at what stage of life. Based on this only, these Ayurvedic rasas should be implemented. So now you've understood the digestive intelligence that goes behind plating the entire Ayurvedic plate. If you still are not clear what foods will come under what category, you can always comment in our comment box. And if you like this video, do share it with your friends and family, because we are here to tell you the real authentic Ayurveda and incorporate it in your daily life rather than following fad diets, juice cleanses and whatnot. Thank you so much for joining us. This was a long video, but I hope it was worth it. Do subscribe to our channel because we do educate you on the real authentic Ayurveda. Jai Gurudev.